What is going on, YouTube people? Neo Cards and Comics here today for a PSA submission. We got 21 cards going off in a Collectors Club member submission at the whatever it is per card. And then taking advantage of the reholder special that they have running as well. I have some older Manny Ramirez stuff that I want to send in to get reholdered, and during this special seems like the best time to take advantage of that. So these will be going in at the $19 per card on the Collectors Club special, or not special, just their standard pricing, and then the reholder special is $12.99 or $11.99 rather. So I'm going to send in 10 cards on that. Let's go with the regular submission first. This is a mix, a little bit of everything. This submission was supposed to be loaded with Topps Chrome, and I opened 8 hobby boxes of Topps Chrome and couldn't get to 20 cards to send in. So I had to wait until I got to 20 cards, and I wanted to send this one myself to just have a little bit more direct control over it. So let's go ahead and run through these. This is going to be a mix of a little bit of everything. There is still a decent amount of Topps Chrome in here, but I just assumed I'd be able to fill out a submission no problem with Topps Chrome stuff. That was not the case. We have this Future Star, Adley Rushman. This is not a big card. This is one that, should get, if it gets a PSA 10, hope it gets a PSA 10. Maybe a $50 card, $60 card. So nothing crazy there. Not everything in here is going to be for flip. This is a Manny Ramirez SPX signatures. I've had this laying around forever, been wanting to get it slabbed up. So this one I will obviously be keeping when it comes back. And I'm not getting the autos graded on any of these. So I'm just sending this in. I think this is probably a likely PSA 9. It does look pretty clean. So that's going in. This, I never did a video on this, but I got, if you remember back in the day, I hit the Spencer Jones redemption out of my Bowman hobby box, and it came in the mail right after the National. I wish it would have came in time for the National. So this is the white speckle out of $2.99, or it's actually numberings on the front on these, out of $2.99. White speckle auto, very streaked, which seems to be the case on a lot of his stuff. This is probably going to PSA 9, I think. It is slightly off-centered. You can see the right side's a little thicker than the left. Other than that, it looks pretty good. So we'll see what happens on that one. Hoping for a 10, but I have a feeling this is going to come back a 9. The Ghost Spider Platinum Portrait. This is one I also picked up at the National. I also think this is probably a likely PSA 9. These are pretty tough grades because there's literally a billion little holes in it. That's just kind of a nature of the beast. That bottom right corner is a little soft, so I'm thinking that's probably a 9, maybe even an 8. But I do want to get this slabbed up. These are super condition sensitive, and I just want it in a holder where I don't have to worry about it. So next up, another Manny Ramirez. This one's from the old PC. This is the Silver Scripts, numbered to 25. This card actually looks pretty clean. I think this has a decent shot to 10, most likely a PSA 9. Low pop on these, obviously, because they're numbered to 25, but we're going to give this one a whirl, see what happens. Another one I've had laying around forever, Luca. This is from Chronicles. Score, base rookie, nothing crazy. We'll see what that one ends up doing. Another one for the PC, this Sadie Sink auto I've had in my collection since I bought it raw off eBay forever ago. This is another one that I actually think looks pretty clean. The centering is really good all the way around on this. Corners look pretty decent. Back centering's pretty solid. So I think this actually has a pretty decent shot to 10. Little Evan Mobley, rookie contenders, auto ticket, probably a PSA 9. There is a mark right there. That is on the card saver, not on the card. So that's all well and good. These are a little bit thicker. These generally tend to be tough grades, so I never expect a 10 on these, but I love my man Mobley. Some Topps Chrome action. We got a Gabriel Moreno out of 350. Pink speckle, purple speckle. I think this is the pink. Once again, looks pretty solid. Riley Green out of 350. Same thing. We got a Julio Rodriguez green out of 99. Also from Topps Chrome. Not a rookie year, rookie cup, but... And then one of the nicer cards of the submission, the Julio Rodriguez SSP from 2023 Topps Chrome. This looks pretty clean. This looks like it would be a pretty tough grade. But this one did look like it came out of the pack pretty clean, so we're going to send this bad boy in. Great image on that card. 2 of the Adley Rushman Titans cards. Once again, not huge cards, but these are kind of ones that you kind of use to help fill out the submission. If they PSA 10, they'll probably go for, you know, 50, 60 bucks, 20 bucks into the card, because I ripped this from wax. And you hope to kind of just triple your money up off the submission fee. 1 Josh Young refractor. This was the only rookie color I had that looked clean other than the numbered stuff. A lot of my refractors and prisms and that sort of stuff had major centering issues. This one looked pretty solid, so we're sending this one in. And then some... I'm playing with fire here on these a little bit. I would probably be just as well to just sell these right now. This is from my recent Lorcana box break. I have the Rapunzel Legendary, I think it is. This, at time of recording, is a $30 to $40 card. That's going to obviously shift drastically. And by the time I get this back in 60 days, we'll see. I have no idea what the graded market will be like for these, but I feel like sending them in this week. The product just came out in mass on Saturday. This will be one of the first PSA 10s to market. We'll see what happens. This stuff I'm basically using to fill out the order. These couple Lorcana cards. I was a couple cards short. We have the Elsa Legendary. The Mickey Mouse Super Rare Hollow Foil. So you see it's got that little foil action on it. And then I'm sending the Simba Enchanted. They did do a great job on these Enchanted. I could see these being the ones that you want for collectability standpoint. These are about 1 in 3 boxes from what I've been told. So I think that's 2 per case. I think there's 6 boxes in a case for Lorcana. I'm not going to say anything about this card, but if you know, you know. I'll leave it at that. If you're a longtime viewer of the channel, you know exactly what this is, and you know exactly why this is getting sent. But we're just going to play that low key. If you know, you know. And then last but not least, the CJ Stroud from Panini Instant. I initially wasn't going to grade this, and then that PSA 10 went for $1,700. It's pretty clear right now that his autos aren't going to be in anything else. I thought this one looked pretty clean, so we are going to go ahead and send it in. And yes, I am sending it in the original Panini case. I generally like to send, I don't grade a lot of these, but the running, and yes, we're 1 off jersey number on this. The general theory on these is that you kind of want the grader to know that this came straight from Panini with the seal still on it, to maybe slightly influence them in regards to, oh, this card's never really been handled that much type situation. So a little bit of mind games on that one. So that's I think that's 21 cards going in for the Collectors Club special pricing or whatever. On the reholder side of things, these are all some various 90s Manny Ramirez refractors I've picked up over the last year. And I just want them in the new label. And this special is a good way to do it because some of these labels are pretty old and pretty beat up. We have this Ramirez Nth Degree. Fantastic looking card. PSA 10. Very low pop on this. One of my favorite cards from 90s inserts. 96 Refractor. PSA 10 Sterling. Once again, great looking card. 90s refractors just shine different. I don't care what anyone says. 97 Finest, Manny Ramirez. Generations. We got a Masters Ramirez. PSA 10. Topps Tech. Really tough grades on these. You can see, like, this label's so old. It's starting to curl and stuff in the holder. PSA 10, very tough grades on those Topps Techs. 97 Finest Refractor, PSA 9, Power. Another Masters. This one has the perforation around the edge. Once again, very tough grade in a PSA 10, and you can see very, very old label on this one. And also this case is very, very scratched up. So get that one reholdered. Another Topps Tech. And then 2 Flair Showcase Row 3s, one from 98, one from 99, both in PSA 10. Once again, you can see older PSA labels on there. That one's really old. That one's a little bit newer. But great looking cards. So we got those 10 going in as well. So that is the order. We got some reholders going in along with a regular order. The way I understand it, and you guys can correct me down in the comments below, I haven't sent an order in for a while, but it does seem like PSA's receiving side is backed up a little bit in regards to getting orders checked in. So I think most people are still getting their stuff back in about 60 some days total. But if you have some recent value orders door to door, including the delayed check-in, do let me know in the comments down below. I think anything outside of value is getting checked in immediately. It's the value orders there's a little bit of a backlog on in regards to checking in. So that's the order. As always, curious for your thoughts and comments down below. We will catch you boys and girls on the next one. Peace.